The camp of Sobibor was one of the 3 camps under the title of Operation Reinhard, along with Belzec and Treblinka. There were 3 camps within Sobibor. Camp 1 and Camp 2 were designed to hold the prisoners that were selected for work in the camp upon arrival. These people worked in trades such as shoemakers, goldsmiths, laundresses, and seamstresses. Camp 3 had 4 main buildings. 2 of these rooms made the camp infamous. The first of the 4 rooms was a room where men, women, and children would get their heads shaved so their hair could be sent to Germany, to be used as the inside of mattresses of the German men in submarines. The second was where the prisoners were forced to undress and tie their shoes in bundles to be shipped to Germany. The third room was the most inhumane of all the stages in the process of the final solution. Men, women, and children were forced naked into an airtight room with sealed doors and windows, unlike in Auschwitz, where they used crystallized Zyklon B, which killed those inside in 20 to 30 minutes. In Sobibor, they used the exhaust fumes from a German car to kill the people inside. The 4th room was a crematorium with several muffs, where Jewish men called the Sonderkommando, or Special Unit, took the corpse out of the gas chamber and burnt their bodies. Their ashes were dumped in the river near the camp. A man named Abraham, who was a prisoner at Sobibor, wrote a letter to a fellow prisoner warning him of the dangers of Camp 3. In this piece of primary evidence he writes, "I am telling you this because, should you ever escape, you will be able to tell the world everything that happened here, because you must not expect to see me again. Whoever comes to Camp 3 will never leave it. This place is the end for each and every Jew in the power of the Nazis." Leon Feldhandler and Samuel Freiberg knew it was only a matter of time before the transport of Jews from all over Europe would stop. The Germans only needed workers for as long as they were winning the war. Their choice was escape or death. They started to put a group of men together to plan the escape. Leon Feldhandler was born in Poland in 1910. He was working in the sorting sheds when the revolt took place, along with Alexander Pachesky. Leon was one of the main perpetrators of the revolt. Alexander Pachesky was a Jewish Russian general in the Red Army when the Germans caught him and a group of his comrades in 1943. He spent 21 days in the death camp. Most of his time was spent doing hard labour in the North Camp and planning the revolt with Leon and other men. He was known to all by the name of Sasha. Stanislaw Smiechner was born in Puławy in Poland. He and his brother Moses, his sister Rika, and his parents were put on a cattle train and deported to Sobibor. His parents and sister were selected for death, as most of the new arrivals were. Shlomo, as he was called, had brought with him a bag of tools. He told Wagner that he was a goldsmith and showed him a monogram he had made for himself. He, along with a few others from the transport, including his brother Moses, was selected to work for the Germans and their Ukrainian guards. He was keen to help in the revolt. He made different weapons in his workshop and stole rifles and ammunition from the Ukrainian barracks. Luka arrived with her father at Sobibor. She pretended to be a seamstress to avoid death. After failing at the art of sewing, she again faked the knowledge of rabbits. She worked in the revolt with Leon and Sasha. She acted as Sasha's girlfriend so the 2 men could plan the escape without causing suspicion. Itzhak Lichtman was transported with his son and wife to Sobibor. They were sent to Camp 3, where they were both murdered. Itzhak was a shoemaker and was selected to work. He met with a man named Samuel, who introduced him in the group that planned the escape. The prisoners were not the only distinctive characters that shaped the death camp at Sobibor. There were also the Germans who ran the camp and made the Jews' life a living hell. Gustav Wagner was the commandant of Camp 1. He was very brutal and did regular shootings of prisoners to scare the others. People referred to Wagner as the Beast because of his tyrant personality and his rough demeanour. He was also deputy commander of the camp. Erich Bauer worked in Camp 3. He is notorious for working with the gas chambers to kill the estimated 350,000 Jews. During the war, the Jews called him Badmeister or Bathmaster. This refers to what Bauer told the incoming transports concerning the gas chambers. They were told that they were to take a shower or a bath, as this ensured that the prisoners stayed calm and easy to control. Some gas chambers were even fitted with fake shower heads and pipes to trick the prisoners, and had signs pointing to the rooms saying showers. Karl Frenzel was the commandant of Camp 2 and had a keen role in the selection process. He selected those who he saw fit to work, and those he did not select were sent to the gas chambers. The escape plan was to eliminate the 16 SS officers in the camp one by one by isolating them to one of the shops and killing them there. They also planned to cut out the telephone lines so they had no way to call for help. By the time of evening roll call, all the key SS men would be dead, and the Ukrainian guards confused, and the revolt could begin. In the end, 300 of the 600 escapees were successful in making it safely to the woods outside the camp. As a result of this escape, Sobibor, Treblinka and Belzec were dismantled and planted with trees to cover up the atrocities committed at the camps. Leon Feldhendler survived the revolt and remarried after his wife was killed upon arrival at Sobibor. On the night of April 2, 1945, a group of anti-Semitics shot Leon in the chest. He died 4 days later in a hospital in Lublin. Sasha survived the escape and rejoined the fight against Hitler. He had a daughter and a granddaughter. He died from old age on the 19th of January 1990. Shlomo also survived the revolt, although his brother Moses did not. He joined the Russian partisans and joined the fight against the Nazis. He moved to Brazil in South America and married and had children. He started to write a book about his experiences in Sobibor, but died in 1989 from a heart attack before finishing it. Itzhak joined the Polish army after escaping from Sobibor. He and Ada Lichtman married after immigrating to Israel. He died in 1992 in Israel. Although Sobibor was one of the least known extermination camps, the account of the revolt is a great testament to human determination for survival despite adversity. The film Escape from Sobibor, made in 1987, gives viewers a dramatized depiction of Sobibor life, including the revolt. This film is a useful secondary source in highlighting the bond between the prisoners, regardless of nationality or pre-war occupation. The right for all prisoners to have a chance for freedom unified them.